live now.
Oh, Jen is all ready. She put her chart in the chat. Awesome.
Oh, Jen, that's awesome. Okay, so hello, everybody. We're streaming in a few places right now. Welcome to this a little bit of an impromptu live stream. We decided last night that we were going to do this, so you may have seen my posts. But I am here joined by my good friend, Deb Farina. You can tell a little bit about yourself if you'd like to, for anybody who may not know you yet, but we're going to be talking human design today.
Yes, excellent. So if you're new to me, I am a life and spiritual coach who also mentors entrepreneurs. I have been in business now for a little over 11 years. And what I do is help anyone who feels the call to find their true soul expression. So unlike maybe other human design readings, it's very intuitive for me, although I imagine there's several folks that do it intuitively as well. So meaning it's not a traditional cut and paste type of thing. It's, oh, I'm going to take a look at your energy that's in your human design, and I'm going to help you apply it to an experience going on in your life today or business. So I find this to be super tangible and useful, and a way to stay really connected with our purpose inside. So that's what I was guided to share today. So hopefully that'll help someone understand a little bit more of what I do and why I'm here. And super excited to be sharing energy with Alicia. Since last week, we've been doing some things together and have some more coming, and I'm really excited about that. It's been fun.
Yes, we had fun the other day on our really long live masterclass, and we're going to be doing a few more of those. And I am just updating the copy here inside the live streams with the Zoom link in case anybody would like us to look at your human design chart and do a little bit of tag team sort of coaching, healing. We're going to be doing that on Zoom. So I'm just putting the link to Zoom in the body of this live stream. I wasn't able to do it for some reason on the platform I'm using to stream on. So if you would like us to take a look at that, come on over to the Zoom call and bring your human design chart. And we've already got a few people here, and
we already have 2 charts in the chat box too. So it looks like people have figured out how to put it there. So it's great, actually.
That is awesome. You guys rock.
Yeah, when I was trying to pull them up. Oh, sorry. When I was trying to pull them up last time, my Zoom kept collapsing because it missed an update, but now we have the updates. I think we're good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. Yeah, those updates, those Zoom updates. I'm just trying to put this in.
Yeah, take your time. So if anybody else who's here live would like us to take a look at the chart, and you have it with you and you want to drop it into the chat box, or if it's easier to email, I don't know if it's easier to email you, Alicia, whatever works. If you want to be included. Oh, there's another one in there. Great. It looks like people are dropping it right in. So this is going to work out excellent.
Okay. Do you want to just feel into that, Deb, and choose somebody from here?
Yeah. So
Sylvia, I would love to see Sylvia's chart.
Oh, yes. So hers is in there. Dana is jumping out at me right away. So Jen, Sylvia, I know you're excited. So this doesn't mean we're not going to do yours. But Dana's is feeling called and really relevant to the energy going on right now. So, I like to try to stay as present as possible. So if that feels good, let's go with that.
All right. So Dana, we're going to bring you on. You don't have to turn on your video unless you want to. Please do if you want to, but I don't want to make anybody do that doesn't want to. But we're going to ask you to unmute yourself, and we're going to take a look. So let's see, how can I bring that up here? Why am I not able to open this? Oh, it's downloading or something. So give me just
Oh,
a
mine
second
is, I have it up already. We could try it
Oh,
if you
perfect.
want.
Let
Yeah.
me I think I made you co-host, so you should be able to share.
Let's try it. If I suddenly drop off, we know what that means. So okay. Oh, nope, I lied. That was Sylvia's. Hold on. Oh, maybe Dana's didn't download. Hang on a second. I thought I was.
I've got it downloaded, I think. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at Sylvia's actually. All right, hold on a second. I know I saw Dana, so just give me 1 minute. We both downloaded, so there we go. Mercury retrograde, patience is required. There we go, I got it.
Awesome.
All right, here we go. Dana, thank you for sharing. Hello, hello, if you just joined in. So lovely to have you guys with us today. Okay, so Alicia,
So Dana, we'd love to hear if there's something. Oh, did it crash?
Yep.
Okay,
sorry,
I can pull it up.
So
I've got it right here. Let me share my screen. If there's
I guess that update did not fix it. Zoom.
Preview Dana. Here we go. And can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Dana. Hello. Thanks for volunteering you and your chart today. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what's going on with you so that we can make this relevant to your experience? You don't have to give us a lot of info, but share a little bit of something that maybe you'd like to take a closer look at.
Oh,
I can't.
We can't hear you. It says you're not muted, but we can't hear you. Oh, no.
She's going to put her headphones, I think, on.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Take 2.
Hello.
There we go. We have sound.
We can hear you now, lovely. Can you hear us?
Oh, maybe she can't hear us now.
We can hear you.
There. Okay, I heard something.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Good. So is there a particular experience or something going on you'd like to share with us, or somewhere you'd like us to look at closely?
Yes, I'm stuck in poverty and I'm having a lot of trouble trying to get out of that. And a lot of trauma with relationships.
Okay, so I'm going to tune into that while Deb is going to look at your chart here.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty strong energy that's coming through today. So I'm not surprised to hear you bring that up. See, your sun design over here, the 27.1, it's the top number in your left design column. So that's the energy of nourishing, right? So the energy of, did you just ask who we're talking to? Oh, I can't hear her. Can you hear her?
I can't hear you either.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So did you just ask who we're talking to? Did somebody just put that up in the chat?
No, I didn't ask.
Oh, okay. That's weird. All right, Mercury retrograde, I guess. So, so this 27 nourishing theme is about you working to ask in consideration, what is it for your highest soul purpose? So yeah, so I'm speaking now.
Okay, well, there's something weird going on here because
yeah,
Dana's picture is up on my screen and I can see you talking into your microphone, but Dana, Tomasino, it just posted in the chat that she's not talking, but she can type. And Sylvia is posting that Cheryl is talking, not Dana, but I can see, I feel like there's something weird going on in the chat, but I'm not.
Oh, Cheryl's
I-
unmuted.
Okay,
I am talking. Oh,
let me mute Cheryl.
well,
There we go. Okay.
All
So
right.
Dana, go ahead and type in if that's if you're having some trouble with your microphone, go ahead and type in. Sorry to interrupt. I'll let you pick back up, Deb.
No, that's okay. I mean, this is all part of this energy, right? It's being able to navigate it and be really present. So, part of this is about seeing this 27 energy as an opportunity. So when we're operating in scarcity or poverty, right, we're in survival mode. And survival mode is understanding that we're focused on something outside of us versus something inside of us, versus our purpose, our calling. And when we are struggling with material, struggling with lack or scarcity, there is a call to healing, as you mentioned, and a call to tapping more into your creative powers, because it's in the sacral center. So when you're in this place of poverty consciousness, what's happening is it's like you've forgotten about your purpose and you're funneled in on the lack and the scarcity instead of a bigger vision and picture. There's like a tightness that can come around people who have 27 when it's in need of healing. It's a gate I have as well, so I understand this. In this tightness is because we're not considering the bigger picture. We're only looking at this small constricted moment in time, seeing the bank balance or lack thereof, as opposed to seeing the potential and possibilities. So it's about really getting in your body and breathing through it. Like instead of constantly thinking about it, which can happen, right? We think about it over and over when it's something we don't like. We have to take that step away from it, that here it is, but I'm going to ask now what my soul wants me to learn from this, instead of feeling like a victim or feeling like it's not going right. Does that make sense? Dana, does that resonate for you?
And what's interesting is that matches so perfectly. You use the word funnel, I think. And when I tune in, Dana, to your energy, what I'm seeing just on an energetic level is like this, and it looked very much like a funnel to me, but it was like this a funnel shape, just sort of pulling you down into that stuck place. And this is a feeling, this is an energetic, this is a frequency in your field. So I'm going to bring in a couple things. I'm going to activate the sacred light vortex. And anybody who's here on this call can receive any of the healing that I'm going to send in here. But I'm going to activate the sacred light vortex. So if you'd like to receive this, I'm going to send in the disconnecting from the lack matrix alignment. Just drop down into your heart and just choose to receive. Just set the intention to receive. Sending this in now, divine love and light. And this is really a theme that I'm seeing coming up for so many people right now. Just that feeling stuck and feeling afraid of the unknown. And Deb knows all the reasons why we're feeling that way, from the stars and the charts and all of that. And I see the energetics of it. So,
yes. And I love what you said, Alicia. This is such a lovely synchronicity here, the way we're working with us. I've actually tapped into this energy even more. Tomorrow, Dana, look, I'm going to be putting up the first video in a series, and I actually go really deeply into this topic too. So I do want to make sure we open up space for some others too. And sometimes what can happen is if we try to download all this information around us, it can be really overwhelming. And what I'm hearing, because I see you have some additional questions in the chat, is it all starts with where we started today, with this understanding like all the other relationships and the service work and soul work in your life. It actually starts here with that gate 27, because it's your sun design, because you're identifying with this. So if you can work with the guidance we've given you today, that's going to start to open you up for these other things as well. Does that make sense? Oh, so you didn't say that you felt the lack, scarcity, or poverty conscious, Dana?
I knew there was something weird going on. So somebody else unmuted themselves when we were talking to Dana.
Oh, well, isn't that interesting? Well, that's helpful information for everyone to have and for us to do. That's so funny, right? With Mercury retrograde. Okay. That's what happened. Okay. Oh, it could apply in some way though. Okay. Well, so there's something stronger. Okay. So is there something stronger about your soul mission and service work I'm hearing right now that you want us to talk about? Someone needed to hear that. So it's important we put that in. I always say everything.
That is very interesting. Okay. So
I'm waiting for Dana's response to my question. That is there something that you want us to speak to service work soul mission, or will you take what we've given you and roll with that? So before we complete with you, I just want to, okay. That's okay, Cheryl. I'm just waiting to hear back from Dana before we move on to the next person. So hopefully that helped you, Cheryl.
Well, the healing definitely was for multiple people.
Yeah. So, okay. So what's more important to you, you're saying, is the soul connection in in your life. So you're talking about your soulmate life partner, bringing that back into your life. Okay. So, when I look at that, interestingly enough, I'm feeling guided to your moon energy right now, which is that 26 energy, right? Well, we only have time to do one for everyone, Dana, because we're going to do a couple people today. Okay, so this is a short group reading, so that's why I was asking you to choose, lovely. So is this where you want me to go? Do you want me to go with the soul connection? Right, discernment is so important. So I think this is a great opportunity to exercise those muscles. The soulmate life partner or the service work soul mission? Dana, which one would you rather me
I think
focus on?
she's typing.
Yeah, okay, so I need to be patient. That's another Mercury retrograde theme.
This is such an interesting.
Yeah, this is a whole
Mercury retrograde situation. I've never had anything like this happen on a Zoom call before.
There's still some confusion, but go with your soulmate life partner. Okay, so right now, what's most important for you is the relationship piece, right? I saw what you wrote about that. So what I'm getting is this, your moon in Sagittarius here, which is this energy 26. So this is the energy of holding together, right? And accumulating. So when you're in this space, interestingly enough, it's another material energy, like 27. But this, rather than being focused on healing, is focused on holding. So when we aren't holding ourselves, when we're not witnessing that ability to hold ourselves, to give love to ourselves, to be generous to ourselves, it can be challenging for a partner or a soulmate to also do that for us, to attract that in. So when we're when we start to recognize and love ourselves and start to be able to hold ourselves through all experiences, then we can meet an equal partner versus have like a codependency thing going on, or a hierarchical thing going on, where you defer to someone. So what I'm hearing right now is part of what's causing why you haven't brought that connection in is you're still learning how to hold yourself. You're still learning the everyday of, Dana, how can I love myself and manage experiences through myself to then share that with another? Does that make sense, Dana? Is that resonating for you? Do you feel like that's a piece there? Alicia, is anything coming in for you around that or anything else?
Well, it feels like you could really benefit from, since this is kind of the focus that we're talking about right here, from my alignment called One Heart, which is all about connecting with the heart of your soulmate and forming that one heart connection, starting out in the etheric realms and then coming in to have that physical experience. So I'm going to bring that alignment in. For anybody who'd like to receive this, just drop down into your heart and just set the intention that you're receiving this alignment One Heart. And for those of you who are Sacred Soul Alignment practitioners, it's a beautiful energy to run with if you are in a relationship with your divine partner. And just a special little note for those of you that are, because this is something we've been talking about in the group lately, it works really beautifully with the Passion Elixir alignment to run for yourself and your partner. Just a little note there, because I know there's a lot of practitioners here.
So Dana, I just want to add one more note to that. So when we long for something, or we need something, right? You say, oh, it's been a long time since you've had that other, right? It's because we still feel we need that. Like we're looking for something, searching outside of ourselves. And that's why I was saying that, and I want to applaud you for working on loving yourself and developing that. But when we're looking outside instead of within, typically we meet another when we're not trying, right? So it's almost like you're trying too hard here. So you're putting the focus on not having instead of being okay whether you have or don't have. Does that help? Because I feel like that'll just complete this cycle. That was beautiful, Alicia. Thank you for that. That was an awesome healing. I really felt that in my heart. I mean, they're all awesome.
Thank you for volunteering, Dana.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Okay. So do we want to do someone else?
I'd love to take a look at Sylvia's chart.
Okay, let's do it.
Where are you, Sylvia? Let's see. All right, I just saw your chart, but now that comment.
It's up.
Oh, there's this because so many people are saying
it's right above. Yeah, right above.
I got it. I downloaded it, but now I just need to open it. Okay. And I'm going to share my screen here. And Sylvia, you can feel free to unmute yourself. All right, can you guys see that?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, and Sylvia's unmuted, it looks like. Hello.
Hi. And I'm talking.
Yay, it's working. We're going to get over that Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, it just takes some practice.
Yeah.
Navigate through it. Lovely.
Oh my goodness. I feel like with me, it's the soul path mission work. I feel like I'm in and I think that Alicia said a lot of people feel like they're in this holding pattern. I feel like I'm in this holding pattern and I'm waiting for something. I feel like something really big is on the forefront for humanity in general. And it's like I have my hands open. I'm going, okay, what do I do? Where do I focus? how do I serve? But then I feel like but nothing's here yet. Does that make sense? I feel like
Absolutely.
there's this huge, I get the vision of like like we're in this giant precipice of two different mountains, and it's like the leap period, but we haven't been pushed yet.
Yes, I love that. The way that you describe that. That's very accurately for how I feel as well.
Yeah, and so that's where I'm like, okay, I don't want to put a bunch in my hands because I can easily get wrapped up in that if I need my hands open.
Right, right. Yeah. So I'm not a human design expert, of course, at all. But what I'm noticing is that most of her centers are defined. I'd love to know what that means when more centers are defined versus open.
And what does the defined center look like? Because this is all Chinese.
Okay, so this is your first one with us explaining it. Okay, so when a center is colored in, like your green and yellow and red and gold centers, that means that there is a way that you use that theme of the center, the energies, in a very specific way. For example, your throat center, which is the square around your throat, right? It has 4 different circled themes. And you mentioned how you can be, when you get your hands on something, you can be sounded like what I heard was structured, like you go and you've got the structure and you create the container, and that's that 23 to 43 flow right there. So this is something that you reliably lean into and utilize to help create structure in the world. So, and it requires assimilation and it requires integration. And it's part of the way you are defined, the way your energy is defined to fulfill purpose. And then you have the open center. So you'll notice the complete white crown at the top, right? So what that allows for is, think of yourself as like an open channel. That allows for ideas to go straight through, but not stick. Meaning, meaning you don't have to stay stuck on one idea. There's a flexibility and adaptability there, which can help when it comes to creating concepts, because it allows for things to change and evolve and mutate, which supports your other sun design there, that 49 gate in the design column, because that's how you help rebirth this evolution in humanity. And that's a big theme that you're currently stepping into right now. I think we're around the same age based on your Pluto. So this is Neptune. So this is like a big part of, you were saying like that, you see something really big for humanity. Well, the way you bring this through, there's this revolutionary way you pursue answers that helps bring this push through to humanity. And that needs that openness to new ideas, so you don't get caught up in some of the paradigms and patterns in society. I mean, we all get caught up with some. That's what, part of the clearing that's happening now, making that space for the new, that void, that big leap that you're talking about, which, by the way, is a great introduction for my series coming starting tomorrow. You're going to get a video a week where I talk about this spiritual expansion era and all these feelings you spoke about and where they're coming from and how to utilize them effectively. So you are tapped in, Sylvia. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yes, you
Does that
are.
help? Does it help a little bit understand? And then for everybody else who's listening, how that works. So some of us have more defined centers. It doesn't mean anything good or bad. Like, it's not like, oh, I have all these centers defined, or I have all these open centers. It's not about that. You're given exactly what you need to fulfill your purpose. And I just want to be clear with that, because so many people get human design envy when they come in and they hear somebody else has something and they're like, oh, I want that. Why can't I have that? So that's why I make it really clear to say, like, you're given everything you're meant to have.
Right. And then it's just, yeah, that's it. It's just like, okay, do I just sit here, wait to receive in my crown? It's like, that's.
Oh, no. Okay. So to answer your question, see, do you know the symbol for Neptune? It's the one, the bottom up for your personality and design. It's the second up from the bottom. It looks like what do you call that? Like a
Yeah, trident.
Yes, trident. Thank you. So that is, you'll notice they're both centered around the number 9, the gate 9. Now that is in that red box in the middle, your sacral center. It's the only one circled there. So 9 is the theme of focus, but it's I look at the big mountain, and instead of looking at the big mountain and getting overwhelmed, I focus at the opportunity that's in front of me. So when you say, oh, I feel this really big thing for humanity and I feel in a holding pattern, what you're doing is you're looking at the bigger mountain vision, right? Which is important. We need to balance that. But for you effectively to move forward, now you need to look at whatever step or opportunity presents itself in front of you, even if you can't see how it's connected to the big vision right now. So and this is going to help you transcend any patterns or behaviors that you're not meant to take with you into this new spiritual expansion era. I'm hearing that really loudly. Like this is it's almost like you're starting from scratch when you do this, because you're not using any of the structures or patterns you have now. Instead, you're like, okay, this opportunity comes in front of me. I'm going to use this innocence like I'm a little baby. And I'm going to say, this is how I'm going to react completely new to this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like there's a blank canvas.
Yes. Yes. And very much for you because of that 49-4 as well. But this is and the way you go about navigating that blank canvas is you look at your feet one step at a time and see where your feet are taking you. Literally, you're going to see where your feet are taking you rather than working from a larger vision that you're aiming towards.
Okay.
So it seems a little unfocused, but it's just the opposite. That 952 flow, which I also share, helps us be really concentrated and focused no matter what's going on around us. So we have this ability to help others concentrate and focus. And that pinpoints, kind of funnels the energy to focus. So it's going, but because it's the sacral center, it's going where it's instinctual for you. It's not mental. This isn't I'm going to think this through. This is completely gut.
Okay.
Anything you want to add to that, Alicia?
Well, I would love to send in the alignment, calling in and co-creating what desires to come through you, which is from the business series, but it's not just about business related energies. So if you'd like to receive that, just dropping into your heart. And it's really connecting you through your transpersonal chakras and your divine aspect into the basically the etheric realms and your divine body, and really connecting into what's already within your soul to channel it into the now present moment. So just sending that in for those of you who would like to receive it. And I'd like to receive that too. Thank you. All right, Sylvia, thank you for allowing us to look at your chart.
Thank you. I'm so glad I found you and saw the post.
Mm-hmm.
Divine timing, I say, divine timing. All right.
Okay, are you feeling guided to anyone else?
Yeah, hold on one moment. There's 2 people on, but we really only have time for one, I think. So I'm opening up one of them. I'm just going to check the human design profile. Yeah, let's bring on Lan.
Okay.
Do you see where his is? He's up, a little bit lower than
That's hers. And I've got a download.
Yeah, and if we have time, there's one more popping in, and if we don't, we'll catch you the next time, I sense. So
All right. There is, I guess I have to share my screen.
that's if he's around and willing.
Lan is a female.
Oh, Lan is a female. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Lan, are you here? Let's see. I think you are still.
Yes, I'm here.
Yay. Hello.
Now, as you speak, I can obviously tell your video's not on. So sorry about that.
So everything here is defined except for the 2 higher centers. I'm excited to hear what you have to say about this.
Okay, so when the top two centers are white, as mine are as well, Lan, this means that when you're an open channel, as I was saying with Sylvia, but not just open for ideas, open to concepts, which means over time, okay, this is a great example. I'm going to use Alicia as an example. So Alicia has a defined concept center. So that's the one right underneath the crown. That's the triangle pointing down. And she's created sacral soul alignments, right? So that is a concept and a form, right? Now, when it's open, the way ours are open, Lan, this means we will most likely use other concepts and change with those concepts and forms over time. Now, it doesn't mean you won't put your own intuitive spin on it, or you won't put your own version to it, but it's you're specifically been created with a purpose in mind to not be connected to one concept and form, right? So you can work with others, and it may be to help others create concepts and forms. Like one of the reasons I work with many business clients is because I don't, I'm open to everybody's concepts and forms. Like I'm not focused on one, right? So that helps me in the work I do. So it may not be that for you, but I'm saying as an example, it's open for a reason, right? It's open because it's simply like, whoa. So everything else, your throat below is defined to give you the energies you need to be able to handle the open ideas and open concepts. And what I mean by that is, I think many people can relate to experiencing opinions throughout most of life, right? So people have an opinion or a judgment or a comment, right? And for those with those open spaces, it's about completely letting those judgments, opinions go through like, just like an open channel, right? Now, because you do have two areas circled in there, it means that at times those judgments and opinions and comments won't feel like they go straight through you. And that is for you to work through and clear ancestral conditioning and society paradigms with. But that's what it means when it's open like that.
Oh, it makes sense. And also, I'm also an HR professional. So I remember you're saying you used to be in HR.
Oh, yes. So that's excellent for a human resources professional, because you're like a chameleon, right? You can't really stay to one approach or one opinion unless it's the company's. So it's important that everybody be able to interact with you, right? And you don't have like a clear association with anything. So that is an excellent field for someone who is open like that. So what's your question today, Lan?
I think I'm stuck between career and love. I guess you can intuitively choose which one you called.
I'm being called a career. Maybe that's just because you too, Alicia. Okay. Is anything coming?
Yeah, so I got laid off from my job in January. So I've been kind of struggling the last few months to find an opportunity and kind of figuring out, is this the career path I want to continue, or do I want to go towards the spiritual path?
Okay, so right away I'm being directed towards your Pluto down here. So again, this is part of, if anybody's been on these calls, you're going to notice I tend to pick charts that are all part of a pattern or a theme. So you'll see the 50 is on the other side of that 27 flow. So this is this big theme going on right now and will be for months, which is, and I'll be talking about in the second video in the series, but this 50.5 is you becoming and understanding and becoming clear around your values and bringing new values forth in integrity with you. So whether you choose to go the spiritual path or you choose to work for another, if you choose to work for another, the vision and missions of that person must be directly aligned with you. It is incredibly important that that be the case. Now, if you do choose the spiritual path, that's part of this flow to 27. Remember at the very beginning, I was saying, well, when you have gate 27, it's about asking, is this nourishing my soul? So it works with gate 50 to help you have the values that support that. So when it comes down to this, it's always about your open heart. So it's about putting that hand on your heart, I'm hearing, and asking, is it integrity for me to work somewhere else, or to go on a spiritual path, to create a spiritual business? And when I say this, I'm also going to tell you real short, when I was at this point in my journey, leaving HR, I thought, oh no, I'm going to do my spiritual path later when I'm ready to retire. Like, I'm going to stay in HR. Right now, mind you, I've been doing this for 11 years, so I obviously didn't do that. But what happened was I started to look for another HR job, and I kept getting redirected. No matter how much experience I had, and I was in it for 15 years plus, I kept being told no. Completely qualified for the jobs, being told no, and I was being redirected to take the leap. So in addition to asking your heart, you're going to be guided to the choice. So it's about looking for the signs, especially right now with Mercury in retrograde. I'm hearing there's signs all around you. Just be open to see them.
That is so true, because since I got laid off, I took the Sacred Soul on level 1 class, and so now I'm going to take this level 2 class. And so, yeah, the signs are kind of like there.
As they always are, right? When we're paying attention. I'd like to bring in the heart brain alignment for you, Lan, and anybody else who'd like to receive that. And it's about activating the 40,000 neurons in the heart and really connecting the heart and the mind so that we are able to make choices and decisions from the heart while still using our logical mind as well. So if you'd like to receive that, just dropping into your heart, calling that in now into Divine Love and Light. And this really just helps you be more easily be in and stay in your heart as you move about your day and make these really important choices and decisions on your life path. All right. Thank you, Lan, for sharing.
Thank you.
I hope that helped.
And do we want to wrap up, or do you want to take a look at one more chart? And if we did not look at your chart, we're going to be doing this a few times over the next month or so as we prepare to begin our 12-month container that we talked about yesterday or 2 days ago. For those of you who might be interested in speaking to us about that, you can book an inquiry call. And I don't have it up on my website yet, but it's at debfarina.com/sacred-calling. And I'll put that in the chat for everywhere that we're streaming. So if you did not get an opportunity to have your chart looked at, we will be doing this again, and we'll try to announce it at least a few hours in advance.
And it's not to say that your energies aren't important either. It's when I'm guided to certain people, it's because I'm hearing it's going to benefit all of you, especially as we're seeing these connections between certain themes and Alicia's alignments. And those alignments are ones that we all need. So I want to be really clear about that. And that if there's some of you that feel real strongly that you need support, we like Alicia said, we are going to do more. And I'm also going to be sharing those videos that all speak to some big themes going on right now in the collective that may also be connected to what you want to ask me about. So stay tuned for those too. And I am feeling, oh, go ahead. Alicia.
Just so people know where to find the videos, I'll be sharing them in my Facebook group, Sacred Soul Alignment with Alicia Hartzell, and I'll email a link out. And then Deb, do you have them anywhere else as well? Or are you just going to be popping them in there?
I was going to keep them up on YouTube and then have people be able to access that way, and then be able to watch it there. So I'll put the link. I'll either give the link to you or I'll post when you're away in the group with the link, and then you'll be able to access it. And then, you can go back to it if you need to. So, and then this way, and they'll be coming one a week. So you'll get a couple different ones over the next couple weeks. So it's part of a series I was guided to share with you.
And Jen is asking, is there somewhere we can go to find the meanings behind the numbers so that we research? There's a lot of books out there. I'm sure Deb has some good recommendations.
There's some really excellent books. One that I really love is a book by Chetan Parkin, Chetan Parkyn, and it's called The Book of Lines. And he, out of all the ones I've seen, has done a real excellent job of showing you both the lower and higher energy expressions. So meaning a lower energy when you're stuck in the density, the 3D could use some healing. And then the higher energy expression when it's lighter, right? Ascended or elevated, right? So I found that really helpful when I was first beginning my human design journey. Human design journey. So that could be something that can really help you. So excellent question, Jen. If you've sent us the chart before too, I do have you in my mind. I do feel like we're going to read yours, so don't give up. I feel like she sent it just before. So there is one more we could look at today that fits into the theme of the other three if you want to, Alicia.
Sure.
Has a lot of the same energy, and that's and he's been diligently putting it in here. I think it did it a couple times. Matthew.
All right.
I could tell he's very anxious and excited for us to look at it, which I love, by the way. I love when people get excited about this. Do you see it?
Yeah, but it's not letting me open it for some reason.
It was really weird when I clicked on it and then I clicked on it again, it opened. It downloaded different than the others. I don't know why.
Still not letting me. Let me see if
Okay.
been a couple times here. Yeah, it's not letting me open it. It says
Then maybe it isn't meant to be.
Yeah, sorry about that, Matt.
Do you have a question? Maybe I could speak to something we spoke about already.
I just not really in particular. I was just what's the overall theme here? It's like job oriented or love oriented, correct?
Oh, no. Okay. See there, I knew there was a reason I needed to talk to you. So human design, for those who are new to it, is pulls together your soul purpose. And it's through relationships, it's through creation energies, it's through your willpower, your identity, through your throat, your expression, through your emotions, through the way you ground, through the way you receive ideas. It's one part astrology, one part I Ching, one part Kabbalah, and one part the chakra system. So, and I didn't give that intro at the beginning here, so that's why we needed to bring you on. So it gives you an overall look at the way you were designed to express your energy. And that can often help validate and clear the conditioning when we start to see ourselves for who we truly are. And it opens our heart more and allows us to speak from that true soul expression. At least I believe that's what it does. And so do my clients. So that's the essence of human design. It really helps you find your purpose and connection. Bless you, Alicia. Does that help?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of different information involved, like with all astrology. So it's not like when we try to take it and we try to delineate it into one piece, I find that it really misses all the nuances. So that's one of the reasons I apply a piece of it to an experience in your life, because this is energy that you've come here with and you'll continue to use throughout your life. So thank you for asking that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right,
Awesome,
Alicia.
guys. Thank you guys for those of you who volunteered for us to look at your charts. Thanks for hopping on with us. And if you did not get a chance for us to look at your chart, we will be back. So just watch our spaces, and we'll be announcing when those live streams will be.
And for those who haven't had an opportunity to take a look at the Sacred Calling, this supports those of you who are feeling really devoted right now to connecting with your purpose and bringing that out into the world. And you're really welcome. And to do so in a way, like if you currently have a business and you'd like to connect with others, or you know of what that business is and you're ready to start taking action around it, and you're looking for it to be from the heart and through your energy and deep inner wisdom, soul and spirit driven, then this is definitely something you want to take a deeper look at. We'll be talking more about it, obviously. And if you feel the call, there is a button on the page there, or 2 buttons, to book an inquiry call with Alicia and I, so that we can talk through it and ensure that it is truly for you. You know, the thing about Sacred Calling is it is limited in that it's a smaller space, so that we could really focus on everyone's vision individually, and then bring us together as a group like we're doing right now, and help elevate all the energies, right? Because as we heal ourselves, we heal and reflect back that to the planet too. So super excited about it. So I wanted to make sure I made a couple points to that now that we're done with the charts before we jumped off, because I do feel like there's at least somebody here who's feeling the call. So if you're feeling it, this is your nudge to reach out. We're here, and we'd love to work with you.
Awesome. Yes. I'm feeling like there's a couple people here that are really ideal for this container, and it's only 10 people. So it's going to be a very intimate, year-long experience, and we're really excited about it. So thank you guys so much. We'll be back. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. And thanks for hopping on with me, Deb. We'll see you
You're
guys all.
welcome.
All right. Bye for now.